full body sculpt. Let's get right into it. Bring your feet just a little bit wide. Take a body weight squat for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to balance, quad stretch. Drive your knee down, your hip forward, your shoulder back. You can hold on to something if you need it. I really appreciate these full body sculpt because they're quick and they work every part of the body, which leaves you feeling strong, capable, powerful. Come down wide and up for 4, and 3, and 2, 1. Good. Take the feet a little bit wider, squat, or lunge rather over to the right and up into the sky. Just a little warm up to get us moving before we start working really hard. 1 more each side. Good. Bring the feet back together, twist it out. All right, catch your hands behind you. Open up your chest, your shoulders. Stretch your arms back and down. Keep your belly pulled in, so navel towards spine to protect your back. You lift your chest up. And then release your hands, take it into a forward fold. A little bounce for your hamstrings. And then soften both knees. Roll your way up. Take some big shoulder rolls. And then lastly, lift your heels and circle your wrists. Other way. All right, let's get started. Grab your weights. I'm using 5s today. You can certainly go heavier. You can go lighter. Do whatever fits your needs. Bring your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. All right, your toes might turn out slightly. Roll your shoulders back and down. We have a squat. So you come down and up. Keep the weight in your heels. Good. So try not to collapse your chest. Try not to fold too far forward. You want to keep your chest up and open, your shoulders back and down. So I always design these sculpt classes. So we work through legs and glutes first, then we move into arms, and we finish out with abs, my fave. So typically, it's 3 exercises and then a little cardio burst. Stay with it. You have just about 10 seconds to go. Squeeze your glutes when you come to stand. So you squeeze at the top, stand really tall. 2 more. Good. All right, going right into a curtsy squat. Keep your right leg stationary. Your left leg will cross behind. Don't open your hips up like this. Keep everything facing forward. So it's a big curtsy. You come up and hammer curl. All right. You have an option to tap your toe like I am now, or when you come up, you can float the leg. So work where you are. Maybe you do a combination, but that float requires core engagement so you can balance. Big step back. Point the toe if you're floating. Nice job. We're switching legs in 2 more reps. Here we go, right into the other side. Curtsy and tap, or curtsy and float. Big step back. Shoulders back and down. Core in. Nice work. 2 more. Last one. Nice job. Put one weight down. Step out nice and wide. Your toes can turn out. Take a breath in. and out. All right, lunge over to the right. We're taking this up and around the world. So pull your core in as you bring the weight up and over. Lunge to the other side. So as you take that lunge, really bend your knee deeply, stick your seat back behind you. Don't let your shoulders collapse forward. Don't let them round. Here's what I mean. Don't let them do this. Okay, it's here. Really long spine. So really nothing in your spine is changing. Your posture stays really long. You're just bending the knee, hinging at your hip. There's a flexion at your ankle. And your core helps you get this weight up and over. So you're not relying just on your back. Learning to operate your core, to recruit your core, so important. You reduce injury, you improve your posture. One more each side. Good. All right, nice job. Place the weight to the side. Grab little sips of water anytime you need it. Whew. Or spill it. All right, we're moving into a step hop. So low impact. If you don't want that cardio today, here's where you are. Step and tap. If you're hopping with me, let's go. 40 seconds on the clock. So we are getting your heart rate up really quickly. And then you use your breathing after that 40 seconds to bring it right back down. It's great training. Good for your cardiovascular health. Quick little burst. I think it helps if you add a smile, a little gratitude, happy to be here, happy I could get up today, happy I can move. Not everybody has that ability today, but you do, I do. Here we are. 3, 2, 1. Whoo! All right, nice work. Reach for your weights. Land back in your feet. Just stand here very still, very grounded. 3 deep breaths in and out. In and out. One more breath. All right, squats with a front raise. So the ball of the weight is facing forward, shoulders back, navel toward your spine. Take your feet just a little wider. You squat down and reach up. It's like ski arms. Squat, front raise. Now, if this gets too heavy halfway through, you can put these weights down or reach for a lighter weight. But don't stop moving. You can definitely do this with just body weight. Navel to spine, stand. Navel to spine, squeeze glutes. You're almost there. Let's go for 3 and 2 and 1. Nice work. I'm so proud of you. Put the weight down. You just need 1. All right. This is a staggered squat. Stiletto squat version. So place the weight on your mat. You're going to turn sideways. Bring it on the right side. This is why it's a stiletto. You put your right heel on the weight as though you were in a high heel. Your left foot comes back. Make sure your feet are on railroad tracks, not one in front of the other on a tightrope. You want space, hips distance or sits bones distance. Ball of the back foot. You come down, prayer hands. Come straight up, press your arms back. There's a little tricep press. Let's go. Now you know in order to balance, you need to engage your core. You have 10 to go. 6, 4, 3, 2, hold down on 1, tiny pulses for 10, 9, 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Nice work. Move the weight over to the other side. All right, get yourself set up. Left heel on the weight, ball of your right foot, you step it back, railroad tracks with your feet. Stand really tall, shoulders back, pull your core in, you squat down with prayer hands, tricep press. Nice work. 10, 9, 8, let's go. 4, 3, 2, hold down on 1, and you pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo! Nice work. Nice job. All right. Place the weight off to the side. Not off to the side, rather. Pick up the other weight. That's what I meant to say. Come down to your back. We have a bridge combo. All right. Bring your feet parallel to each other. Place your heels directly under your knees. Bring these weights to the top of your body. But just remember, if that gets too heavy, or if this is too much for you to start out, no weights at all. It still works really well. Press your hips up and down. That's the move. For now, we'll add on in a moment. Each time you press up, squeeze your glutes as hard as you can. Make sure your neck is long, your shoulders are back. All right, you have 2 and 1. This time, you go all the way up and halfway down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, squeeze, 5, squeeze, squeeze, 3, 2, and hold up on 1. Squeeze and pulse to the sky for 10, 9, 8. Try to release the quads and really squeeze your glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just stay right here. Squeeze and hold as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, harder, 2, and 1. Whoo, nice job. That got spicy. Hug your knees in. Rock it out. All right, we are rising up to your feet, moving into another cardio burst. Place the weights off to the sides. All right, one of my favorite moves. This is a star jump. If you're going low impact, it looks like this. You just tap one foot out to the side. So your arms make this W shape. If you're jumping, it looks like this. Let's go. 40 seconds on the clock. Stay light on the balls of your feet. Nice work. Keep your knees a little soft, but your arms are really sharp. Press, press. Nice job. Keep it going. I believe in you. When it gets hard, flip the script. Instead of saying, oh my God, this is so hard, be like, look how strong I am. Look what I can accomplish. I've done harder things than this. 3, 2, and 1. You want to talk to yourself like a coach, like you're encouraging somebody. Sweep your arms down. Reach up, take an inhale. Exhale back and around. You can self-coach yourself, encourage yourself. Drop it down, breathe in. And again. Good. Little twist. Reach for your weights. We're moving into arms. All right. These are called French doors. Arms are up in front, 90 degrees. Close them as much as you can. Open out to the sides. That's it. Open and close. Knees soft. You're anchored in your feet. Don't feel like you have to keep up with me. If you move slower, that's just fine. Pull your belly button in. Pull your ribs down. Nice work. 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, bring the weights down. Bicep curl to a front raise. Roll your shoulders back. Zip your belly button in and bring these ribs together and down. Here's your bicep curl, front raise. So your palms face toward you for that raise. Lean into your breath. Use it to oxygenate your body, fuel your body. Good work. You're doing so well, so strong. All right, just a few more. Moving into a shoulder press in 2, 1. Good, arms up and out to the sides. You press up, elbows come out. Try to keep the triceps just parallel to the floor. Nice job. Try not to have this kind of posture. Okay, core in. That's what I mean by learning to recruit your core, supports your back, supports your posture. All right, single arm, just the right arm for 5, 4, 3. Good job, stay 2, and 1 left arm for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both arms for 3, 2, and 1. Ha! Nice work. Place your weights down, moving right into a mountain climber. So you're in this push-up position. If being on your wrists like that doesn't work for you today, come down to your knees and you have shoulder taps, just like this. If you're running it out with a mountain climber or even walking it out, here we go. 40 seconds on the clock. Drive your knees in. You can run it, you can walk it. You do you, just keep moving. Push yourself a little bit further than you think you can go. Your body usually has a little more in you than you think. Nice job. Press into your fingers, shoulders wide, collarbones wide. Keep it going, about 10 seconds. Good work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Either a child's pose or you just come to sit on your knees for a moment. Just feel your heart rate. Deep inhale, full exhale. Deep inhale, full exhale. Deep inhale, full exhale. Good. Come back through hands and knees, tuck your toes. Downward dog, hips high. A little stretch. And walk your hands back to meet your feet. Soften your knees, roll your way up, scoop your belly in. Nice job. Grab a sip of water if you need that. Pick up your weights. Take a breath in. Exhale it out. All right, we have a combo. Hammer curl, press with a march. We'll work just the right leg first. So here's your hammer curl. You press and march down. That's it, same leg. Hammer curl, press and lift. Nice work. Working your balance, full body move. You have 5 more on this side and then we switch. 3 to go. 2, and 1. Right to the other side. Hammer curl, press, march the leg. Good work. 10 more. Five to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, turn your weights forward. It's a bicep curl, little isometric hold about halfway through. Curl up and down. Keep your elbows tucked in close, shoulders back and down, belly button towards your spine. Nice work. Stay with it. Building those strong biceps. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Left arm comes halfway up. Right arm goes all the way up and down for 10, 9, 8. Stay with it. 6, 4, 3. Smile through it. 2, 1. Isometric hold on the other arm. Left arm goes all the way up and down for 10, 9. You can do it. 5, 4. Smile. 3, 2, and 1. Come halfway up. We're going out and in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right. Last arm move. Tricep kick back with a twist. Roll your shoulders back and down. Soften your knees. You stay here with elbows in. You kick it back, twist, bring it back. Kick and twist, bring it back. That's the move. Don't collapse your chest. Burning out those triceps. So good. All right, 8 seconds. 2 more reps, we're done. Last one. Whew. All right, place your weights down. So good. We are moving into a toe tap with a punch. If you are working on that low impact version, you just step and tap the toe forward. Your arms can move in any way that makes sense for you, okay? If you're hopping with me, it looks something like this. You just tap the toe forward. We're going to add a punch in 3, 2, 1, punch forward. Quick jabs. Good. Punch up. Stay with it. Punch right, right, right. Punch left. And forward. 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Drop your arms down. Inhale. Exhale. Again. Open up your chest. All right, little sips of water. Come down to your mat. We are more than halfway through. We're moving into our core circuits. All right, starting out with a crunch. Come onto your back. Bring your feet flat on the floor, arms by your sides, just for a moment. Find neutral spine. Bring your hands now to your hip bones, your iliac crest, your pelvis, right on the front of your body. And if you have a seam across your leggings, pay attention to that area. That's where we're going to be talking in a moment. Take a breath in. As you exhale, pull up on your pelvic floor. So it feels like a Kegel, if you're familiar with that. If you are a yogi, you may have heard it called Mula Bandha, that really low root lock. I've heard other people describe it as you're cutting off the flow of urine, like you were going to the bathroom and you had to stop really quick. It's that drawing in and up. So find your pelvic floor. Where your fingers are, right along that seam on your leggings, walk them in about an inch or two, press down a little bit, and then push up against that. It's not really a pushing up, it's more of a drawing, pulling your low belly in and up. So you can firm up your transverse abdominis. All right, so pelvic floor, transverse. Walk your hands up to your lowest ribs. Pull your belly button down toward your spine, and these ribs where your fingers are, they slide together and down like elevator doors. So all of that is braced, okay? That's your core. When we say engage your core, that's what we mean. It's not just sucking in your belly. Hands behind your head. Open your elbows nice and wide, head heavy in your hands. Take a breath in, relax your core. Exhale, switch it on. Pelvic floor, transverse, navel to spine, ribs, and you float chest to the sky. Let's go. Up and down. So the core switches on each time you crunch up. Good, stay with that. Nice job. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach for one weight. All right, so if working your core in that way is new for you, don't be discouraged. It takes practice, just like anything else. It takes practice to learn how to switch on those 4 points really quickly and efficiently. All right, we're moving now into a single leg bridge dead bug. Sounds complicated, but it's not. Weight in your right hand. All right, press up into a bridge. And then bring your right leg to tabletop, right arm in the sky. Okay, you're going to extend your right leg long, your right arm goes back, and then you bring it back for 15 reps. And you know what I've been saying this whole workout, if the weight is too much, you let it go. If this bridge is too much, lower your hip. Lower your hips back down to the floor. Keep pushing into your heel. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Switch legs, switch arms. Press into your feet so your hips come high. The left leg goes into that tabletop position. Extend, and the left arm goes back. Now, are you using your core muscles? We've just talked about pelvic floor. Transverse, navel toward your spine. Ribs together and down, don't let them flare. Good work, stay with this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Lower down, take a breather. All right, rock up. Come over into a modified side plank. So let me fix my ponytail here. All right, modified side plank, and we're going hand to toe. So here's the modified side plank. Knee down, you can mirror me. So your left knee is down. Bring your left wrist, elbow, shoulder into alignment, and that's lined up with the knee. Your right leg goes long. Right arm goes long. Here we go. You bring them together. Out in front of you for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Whew. You know, it's challenging if I can barely count for you. All right, nice job. That's a tricky, tricky move, a really strong one. Here we go, set up the other side. Wrist, elbow, shoulder in alignment. Under side belt or side waist, it's really long. Wrist lined up with knee. Float left arm, left leg. We hinge it forward for 10, 9, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness. Whew. You should be so proud of yourself. I'm proud of us. Tuck your toes, hips high, downward dog. Let's take a moment to stretch out. Walk your hands back. Bend your knees. Roll your way up. All right. Oh, coming toward the end. This is our last little cardio burst. Just a jumping jack. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right. If you are taking that low impact option, you tap it out. If you are hopping, jumping, getting that cardio in you, let's go. Last cardio burst. 3 more core exercises and you are finished. Worked your whole body. Your glutes, your legs, your arms, your shoulders, your back, your core. Keep going. All right, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Twist it out. Take those big breaths. That's training you to bring your heart rate back down once it spikes. When does it spike in real life? When you get stressed, when you get scared, when you get nervous, anxious, when there's an emergency. But being able to lean into your breath to bring your heart rate back down helps you stay in your parasympathetic nervous system instead of the sympathetic, which is fight or flight. You learn to self-regulate. Breathe in and out. Take one more breath. Exhale. Good. Hopefully you feel your heart rate coming down. All right, sip of water. And then over hands and knees. All right. It's a bear abduction. So bring your feet very close together, tuck your toes. Make sure your wrists or your shoulders rather are directly over your wrists. Okay, so you're not too far forward. You're right under, so you will be supported. Tuck your toes, float your knees. You tap down, open your knees out, tap down. So you're just opening and closing as you tap. You don't actually have to tap all the way down. If you just want to float or hover right above your mat, that works too. Stay with it. All right, as we're doing this, I want you to think about your core. What does it feel like to draw up on your pelvic floor, to pull up on your transverse, that low belly? What does it feel like to drive your belly button towards your spine and close your front ribs down? So we're in a different orientation, right? All of those core points still work even though you're not on your back. Almost there. 2 and 1. All right, roll over on your back. 2 more moves. All right, this is a frog tap abduction. I lied, not on your back. You're on your forearms. Come on up. All right, so we're not like this. See how I'm really leaning down into my shoulders and letting my back round? Here's where you want to be. Shoulders back and down. Proud chest, good posture. lift your legs and turn them out. There's a diamond shape in your legs. You can even flex your feet, okay? You're going to tap down, lift up, close your knees and open. Tap down and up, close and open. This is a really strong move. Let me show you what not to do. See how I'm just collapsing and I'm really arching my back? That would be if your core is not engaged. So find pelvic floor, transverse, navel to spine and ribs. Even if you do just a few of these today, that is something that is progress, that is work, that is effort. That is to be commended. You should be proud of anything you attempt, anything you try on your mat. And these classes are designed for you to come back to them over and over again. So maybe you only do a couple of these today, but the next time you take this class, you can do a few more, and then a few more, and you start to really see your progress on the mat, which gives you so much confidence. 3, 2, and 1. One more move. Let's go. On your back, interlace your hands behind your head, knees pull in. We're moving into a bicycle. Last move of class. Good. Elbows out wide. Find those core points. Roll through your shoulders. Let's go. 3, 2, and 1. Lie down, knees bent or legs long. Take a breath. You should feel so strong, so proud, so empowered. All right, bend your knees if they're not, and step your feet a little wider apart. Reach your arms up overhead, let your knees fall over to your right side. Stay here, or you can hook your right foot above your left knee. Just enjoy that stretch, that rest, as you take some deep breaths. Come up and over to the other side. Rise up. Rock yourself up and over into a downward dog. Send your right leg high, bend your knee, open up through your hip. Stretch it back up into the sky and step it through. Just grow out long. Let your hips, your pelvis drop another inch and you take a breath. Release your back knee, plug your left hand, twist your right arm up high into the sky. Sweep it toward the back of your mat. Reach it back up. Plug your right hand and send your left arm up high into the sky. Release your hand down, bring your hips back. Breathe here. Good. Come forward. Step back. Downward dog. Left leg high. Bend your knee, stack your hip. Reach it back up. Step it through. Grow long. Release your right knee. Plug your right hand. Send your left arm to the sky. Reach it to the back of your mat. Back up and around. Plug your left hand. Send your right arm high. Drop your right arm down. Hips go back. Flex your foot and fold. Good. Come back into a seat. Bring your left foot to the mat. Cross your right ankle. And then press your chest up toward your lower leg. You can wave that side to side. Stretching is so beneficial for your body. Helps reduce DOMS, or that soreness you feel after you've worked out, like day 2. Stretching really helps release that or reduce that across the opposite foot. So don't skip the stretch. It also helps prevent injury so you don't get so tight and bound up in your body. You want to stay long as you're building these lean, strong muscles. All right. Last little bit here. Send your legs out in front of you. Reach up and fold. Then rise. Back up to your feet. Drop your head into a forward fold. Little pulse. Bend your knees, scoop your belly, and rise up. Nice job. That was your Sculpt, full body Sculpt class. I'm so proud of you for choosing this today and for making it to the end. I will see you on the mat next time.